After launching our first endpoint, it's time to organize our project for clarity and efficiency. We'll create dedicated folders for controllers, models, routes, config, and middleware. This structured setup enhances code readability, facilitates debugging, and supports scalability. Each folder has a specific role: controllers for route handlers, models for data structures, routes for URL mappings, config for settings, and middleware for request processing. This organization not only makes our codebase more navigable but also promotes best practices in software development, ensuring our project remains manageable and scalable. Now we have to write database configuration for the application in order to access database. In our case, we are using PostgreSQL. First, create a file and config folder. Its name will be database.go. Declare package name. And after that, install GORM package and Postgre. Now the packages are installed. We declare a package named configs. Inside, we import several packages, including log for logging, gorm.io/driver/postgres for PostgreSQL driver support, gorm.io/gorm for gorm itself, and gorm.io/gorm/logger for logging capabilities within gorm. We then define a structure called DB instance with a single field, DB, which is a pointer to a gorm.db instance. This structure will hold our database connection instance. Next, we declare a global variable DB of type DB instance. This variable will hold our database instance throughout the application, making it accessible wherever needed. ConnectDB function is where the magic happens. We define a DSN, data source name, string that contains all the necessary information to connect to our PostgreSQL database, including host, user, password, database name, port, SSL mode, and time zone. I am using localhost connection. Make sure you have set up PostgreSQL on your system correctly. Using GORM open, we attempt to open a connection to our database with the provided DSN and GORM configuration. If successful, we log a message indicating that the database connection was successful. If there's an error, we log a fatal message and halt the execution of the program. After establishing the connection, we assign the DB instance to our global DB variable, wrapping it in our previously defined DB instance structure. This setup allows us to easily interact with our database across different parts of our application. Remember, managing database connections properly is crucial for the health and performance of your application. By following this pattern, we ensure that our database operations are both efficient and reliable. Now we have to call our ConnectDB function in the main function in order to run our database instance. So that while performing CRUD operation we will be able to access database in our application. While importing multiple packages we need to declare them within the brackets. Please make sure that the function name must start with capital letter. Otherwise it will give errors. Now running main.go app. We can see that our database is connected with the app. In the next video we will set up our models. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications.